Yeah, let's go live. Let's do it. Let's do it. What's up, guys? What's up? Hi. Random stream. Random stream. Just listing a handful of cards. Small collection. Gonna get them listed in the suboptimal way, but it's a small stack, so. Is this working? One sec. Nope, not that. Okay, great. Crip, what's up, dude? What's up, brother? I might as well just get the old, a couple radiant Jesuses just chilling out here. Why not? What's up, man? Hope the week has been going great. Listing a few Japanese cards. What else we got here? A few Japanese cards from 151, and then a couple cool promos. Love these cards. Listing cards also. Miguel, what's up? Retro Mike. I did miss the opportunity to call it a T-Tar Tuesday stream. You're so right. I did. What do you do, man? What do you do? Alakazam EX Full Art. This card right here. Do I need to zoom in more? Maybe I'll try zooming in more. Yeah, that's better, I think. And then we'll go, nope, wrong way. Was you still down on that trade? Crip, I'm not gonna lie, I cannot quite remember what the trade was, brother. But yeah. What's up, guys? Just listing some cards tonight as you guys are hopping in here. $4 on this Alakazam. We got next Dragonair. Holy smokes, I need a better mouse wheel. Dragonair illustration rare. What's it, $12 in Japanese? The old $12 card. Is this the SIR or the full art? That's the full art, Erica's Invitation. Erica's Invitation super rare is still $11. Holy smokes, you guys! The SIR Erica's Invitation in Japanese is $50. You guys know that? Geodude, was that Master Ball? Geodude Master Ball, okay. This is truly the suboptimal way to list cards. $5 on the Geodude Master Ball. Giovanni's Riz, is this a Master Ball as well? It is. Giovanni's Charisma Master Ball, $20. I'm simply out of the loop on Japanese 151 prices, I'm not gonna lie. Golem EX super rare, $4. Imagine this is your box hit. Imagine you crack open a booster box of Japanese 151, and this is the box hit you get. Would be something. Any Gengar? I don't think there are any Gengars in here. Just had a 73 card order that basically wiped my low end EX and V cards, was slowly moving inventory over to eBay. Oh man. Yeah, it's a sale, man. It's a sale. It's a sale for sure. I think on Thursday I'm picking up $5,500 worth of Elite Trainer boxes. Some cool stuff. Some Sword and Shield ETBs, lots of Scarlet and Violet ETBs. There's a 151 ETB. There's a Crown Zenith ETB. So be on the lookout for that. I'll probably hold most of those things for the pro seller site. Ivysaur, art rare, $15. Okay. Machoke. Where's Machoke at? Machoke, art rare. $5 for the Machoke. The Feebas and all the cards you pull from the pack. Oh, shoot, man. Crip, I already got your stuff sent to you. Sorry, dude. I forgot about that. I did give you a Radiant Jesus, though, of course. Wait, was there multiple Machokes? No, just one. One Machoke. Sorry about that, Crip. Nidoking. Got a Nidoking card. Japanese cards are kind of tough because there's no great way, like, there are not that many good apps at identifying them. Nidoking Art Rare. $6, okay. Psyduck Art Rare. Let's see. Oh, dude, I went straight past it. Straight past it, dude. Psyduck Art Rare, $20. Dude, I remember when this card was not that much in value. $20 for a Psyduck Art Rare in Japanese. Mega Dave, what's up, dude? I need the Pikachu 151. The Pikachu 151 is a really cool card. Okay, we got a couple Squirtles. What do you guys suppose the price on this bad boy is in Japanese? Squirtle Art Rare. In English, it's like $100. You guys believe that? $30! And I got 2 of them. Yeah, I have some Japanese 151. Went from $3 to $20. This is crazy. You know what I have? This is going to be a video sometime. It's been on my video list forever. I have a box of bulk art rares that I bought from Japan, from my Japan distributor back when I got Japanese booster boxes. It's bulk art rares, but it's from ages ago. It's probably from over a year ago. And so I just haven't busted it open yet. I'm going to do a video going over those cards sometime to see. And I still have the receipt so I can find out how much I paid for it, but I think that'll be good content to crack open that bad boy. Tangela is $1. War Turtle, I'm going to guess $8. War Turtle, Art Rare, ooh, $18. I was way off. Okay, well, this stack is done. And it's listed. Have at it, friends. Have at it if you want them. All right, now this part is going to be a little more tedious. Charizard VMAX. The way that I'm listing cards right now is indeed suboptimal. So if you're trying to list a lot of cards, do not list them like this. This is, I would say, the slowest way possible to list cards. But it's just a small stack. And I'm getting the spinning. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Oh, it's because I'm in Pokemon Japan still. I gotta change the category to Pokemon. Pokemon Charizard VMAX. Okay, there we go. What do you guys think about these promos? This is kind of crazy, huh? 261. Charizard VMAX 261. Near mint, $42. Okay, $42. Yeah, all right. List it for Tree Fitty. Sleeping Charizard is the best. The Charizard V is cool for sure. Okay, we'll get that one listed. Unsaved edits. What do you mean? Oh no, I'm trying to press save. Okay. Now we got the fighting Mewtwo. We got Charizard V Star. 262, right? This one's 262. What's the price on this bad boy? Dude, $70. That's gonna be a pro seller site only. We got that one for $68 on the pro seller site. Those ones go there. What is the Lucario V-Star promo at, huh? What do you guys think about this one? Lucario V-Star, $291. I remember when this card was about $3 a piece. It's currently 12. Okay. And a couple of Destined Rivals cards here. Let's list cards at the speed of a slug. Cynthia's Garchomp. EX. I almost listed it from the prize pack. Okay, it's a $1 EX card. We're making money. We're getting so rich. How has the Van Gogh? What's up, Siege? Does your clothes still smell like Korean barbecue, buddy? How has the Van Gogh Pikachu popped off so much? I don't know. I just remember looking at deals and collections where people had the Van Gogh Pikachu when it was a couple $100, and I was like, I can't do it. I can't justify spending that much on that card. It is gonna crash. They gave those away. There's no way it's going to be that expensive. And I was wrong in a pretty significant way. Team Rocket's Meowth. Let's see here. Team Rocket's Meowth. Nope. Illustration rare. Lightly played? No. I have Van Gogh Pikachu Prestige 10. Dang, that's cool, man. Illustration rare near mint. $28 for Meowth. Okay. I need to apply filters and make these all near mint because, yeah, dude, CGC has been, I feel as if CGC has been getting a lot of the attention since, PSA has been, you know, catching so much slack. I don't know, is CGC cool? Like, I've never graded before. I've been in business for 2 years now. Whoa, look at this Snorlax, guys. Snorlax VMAX. 142. Got it from Pokemon Center for free and graded it myself. Dude, you got it from... That's the dream, Miguel. Miguel got the Van Gogh Pikachu from the Pokemon Center. He got it... Wait, this isn't it. Jumbo cards. What? And he graded it himself and got a 10. W. Snorlax VMAX 144 out of 202. No, dude, 140. Yeah, 142 out of 202. Why is the jumbo card the only one that's coming up? What is this? This is some... Definitely getting that Snorlax. I'm about to list it, man. I got no idea how much this bad boy's worth. Snorlax VMAX Sword and Shield base set. $50. $50 for a VMAX. CGC is good. They got their start in comics and expanded TCG around COVID time. Oh, that's cool. I'll reserve this for the Pro Seller site. Make sure no one snipes it from you, Dave. Couple of White Flare. Are these guys White Flare? Mine Shao. What is this? 134? $8. Okay. Vanillite. I've pulled this card on stream. Who did I pull this card for? I pulled this card for someone on stream before. Vanillite. Oh, 111? Yeah. $11. Okay. All these prices that I'm saying, you guys, are the are indeed the market prices, not what I'm listing them for on my site. Discounts for y'all, of course. Well, should I just go to Prizzy? I'll just go to Prizzy. I gotta play SV Prismatic, don't I? That's lame. SV Prizzy. Okay. Oh, TJ, whenever you get a chance, could you show the Rainbow Pikachu VMAX? I'm very interested. Yes, I can. Let me get this first one listed just so I can get this rolling. A Glaceon. Glaceon. What is this? A Master Ball Holo? Right? Glaceon Master Ball. Do you guys remember when Master Ball Holos were very expensive? Now this Glaceon is $20. I remember. Groudon Master Ball, 22 bucks. Why is my price so high? It's only like a $10. We'll call it 11. Holy smokes. TJ, whenever you get a chance, can you show the rainbow Chonkachu? Oh yeah, I already read that a minute ago. Does the TCG player get any quicker at level 4? That would be nice. That would be nice. It does not. It is slow. Ain't nothing we can do to speed that bad boy up. So just hang in there. It's a practice of patience. This rainbow Chonkachu, Mega Dave's asking, he wants to take a peek. The old rainbow Chonkachu. The card that started the old downfall, right? When Vivid Voltage came out, wasn't that... Nope, in fact, they are slower than they used to be. That's right. I hope you like selling cards and not getting your payments until Christmas. Is that... it looks bad because of the sleeve. I thought that was whitening on the top. It's not, Dave. I don't know. That looks like a clean chunky boy to me. I think judging centering with these guys is difficult because of the rainbow borders and stuff, but this looks indeed like a nice chunky boy. I'm used to same day payout on whatnot. Yeah, that sounds not too bad. Fantastic, thank you so much. Yeah, for sure, man. What was I? Okay, I listed the Groudon. Hearthflame Mask Ogre-Pon. Hearthflame. SIR, 20 bucks? 20 bucks for a little SIR from Prizzy? That's cool. And then Iron Hands. Do you guys know how much of a menace this card was? Iron Hands was in the TCG. It was a menace. It was a menace. Iron Hands EX. Special illustration rare. 37 bucks. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Roaring Moon. Master Ball. Speaking of the TCG, this Roaring Moon card was kind of competitive for a while and very fun to play with. It was a fun little single prize deck you could play, which was cool. Roaring Moon Master Ball. Why do I have it listed at $16? That's too high. Let's try $9. Jeez. TCG, people play the game that doesn't align with the investor bro mentality. Me playing the game makes me a bad investor bro. It is true. How am I supposed to be an investor bro if I play the game, man? No, rotation just happened, and I love rotation because it was feeling a little stale. Treasure tracker. We're gonna have 2 treasure trackers now. Yeah, it's been a good rotation. It feels very lively right now, not stale. Lots of new decks are popular. The new Starmie card is really strong, which is cool. I was just playing a game earlier on the bike at the gym with the Starmie. Knockdown 141. Yeah. Knockdown 141. Well, I'm not doing prismatic anymore, am I? Anyone else play the game? $5 Knockdown. Okay. Tornadus. What do we know about this Tornadus? Can't spell it. Tornadus 210. Now that you've been out of direct for a bit, have you done any deep dives on the change in your margins? I know you mentioned similar goals as last year. Justin, what's up, dude? Wanting to learn the game, I just get confused. I call Meowth Fez 2.0. Yeah, Meowth is more like... this will make sense to you, Mike, because you've been around for a while. Mike, do you remember Luminion? Meowth and Luminion are the same card. You remember Luminion from... oh, you're going to beat me to it. Luminion from Brilliant Stars? Luminion V from Brilliant Stars. Meowth is literally the same exact card as Luminion. Remember when that card had some value? It's not quite as powerful as Fez, but it will definitely hold some value. Bonus level, to answer your question, Meowth is way cuter. Luminion is an ugly fish. Ugly fish. what's really fascinating, bonus level, is because I'm doing so many sales on my pro seller site now, all of the margins are so weird. When you think about selling via direct versus selling pro seller site, you're talking about paying so much in fees to paying basically 5%, 10% in fees, which is pretty crazy. So I just did a deep dive on my sales. I'll probably make a video about this, or maybe I'll show, if you're still around, I've only got like 5 cards left to list. Maybe after this, I'll pull up my sales for the month of March since it's over. But it's pretty staggering. So we can take a peek at that in a second if you're gonna be around. Chat disconnected, what happened? It says excellent. I love Luminion. What? Dude, Luminion's kind of an ugly card, bro. It's an ugly fish. Okay, that's fair, Dave. I respect it. How do you flip collections if you're buying at 80% and selling online makes 85%? That's the if the item sells and half for unwanted items. Friend, LB, great question. Not as ugly as Bruxish. Yeah, Bruxish is indeed a hideous Pokemon. But it's like ugly where it's like you kind of love him. It's like it's a face that only a mother would love, you know. Bruxish is like designed to be ugly, which kind of gives it a charm. There are some Pokemon that are ugly that they did not intend that, you know, for them to be ugly, and it's a different story. Friend LB, I just made a video the other day about the math behind buying and selling. And I don't buy at 80%, I buy at 70%, so that's like one of the things. Unless it's like higher end stuff, right? Like I'm buying on Thursday after church, after our first Easter service, I'm driving a little bit out of town to pick up like $5,500 worth of Elite Trainer boxes, and I'll buy those probably at like 78%, which is higher than I'd like to go, but it's sealed product, it's Elite Trainer boxes, and some of them are like Fusion Strike Elite Trainer box, 151 Elite Trainer box. So, and one of the reasons why I'm able to do that is because of the pro seller site. I will be able to sell a lot of those on that. So that's where making content and having an audience that wants to shop from you is indeed advantageous. But if you just want to sell bulk or buy collections at 70% and sell them on the marketplace, you can indeed make lots of money. But also eBay is a good option as well. Sleepy, what's going on, dude? How often are you picking up 4 to 5 figure collections at 70%? Often. ZVK, anybody who knows what they got and wants 90% is, well, let's put it this way. I don't get 90% for a lot of the cards that I sell on TCG Player, right? Like, people who have a large collection, like lots of cards, and they want 90% for all 600 of their cards, good luck, buddy. In fact, if you find a buyer who's gonna buy at 90% for hundreds of cards or thousands of cards, pokepastortcg@gmail.com. Send them to me, and I've got a collection that I would like to sell them. It's a rather large collection. I can even get them a CSV. I can get them an Excel sheet of my collection that I'd like to sell them. So it's just, and I'm saying that kind of in jest. I don't mean to sound snarky, but it's like a misunderstanding of how market price is determined. If TCG Player market price says a card is worth $100, that means that it has sold consistently at $100, and all of those sales, the seller walked away with probably like $82 or maybe even $80 after shipping. Do you just like ETBs, booster boxes, booster bundles, and UPCs are worth reselling? I'm new to sealed and got in on some online drops for Pokeballs and random EXs to price up market value. Rippin', you can sell everything. Loose packs are difficult unless you have like a rip and ship. If you have a rip and ship, loose packs are kind of nice. With some of those like ancillary products. But if you're trying to like move things sealed and quickly, those ones that you mentioned are nice to prioritize. By the way, what's up, guys? Thanks for hanging out here on a random Tuesday stream. I'm just listing a quick handful of cards, then I'm going to dive into some of my numbers from the past month on TCG Player, and we can talk through that. And then Answering questions. If you guys got questions about buying, selling, making money, TCG Player, whatever, I will do my best to answer your questions. Poppy, 227. How much is Poppy 227? Wow, guys, it's a $3 card. We're gonna be rich. Iono's Belly Bolt. Iono's Belly Bolt. 172. 172. I'm guessing $2. Yep. Correct. Steelix. Steelix. I know you've got to be on it with deals, but even with games buying at 50, 60%, I only get a deal once in a month or so in Arizona. I've done a few deals at 80%, but I haven't seen much worthwhile at 70%. Yeah, I don't, do you have like a decent amount of capital that you can buy ZVK? Because I feel like if people have large collections, I feel like it's pretty tough to find buyers at 80% or higher for like a large collection with a lot of like high-end and low-end stuff. That's just been my experience. But maybe that's just like a Twin Cities thing, but there's a decent amount of people buying and selling cards in like the Minneapolis, St. Paul area where I live. $8 for Steelix. Okay, it's a cool card. What do you guys think of Steelix? I like Steelix. Okay. All right. Let's look at some numbers. Why don't we? Why don't we take a peek at some numbers? Okay, let me pull up Seller Portal, TCG Player. Someone asked a question about margins, so we're gonna take a peek. Okay. When someone won't come off a collection because they know what they have, I ask for the stuff they don't care about. Yeah, true. True. A few thousand, but I'm waiting on it to all pay out from TCG Player. Oh yeah. That's fun. I also I've got a few $1,000 worth of payments on my way right now that I could definitely use, but that's kind of how it goes. Oh, Not Your Typical Church. I watched some of that podcast, the most recent one. So cool. What a cool story, man. Yeah, praying for you. Easter, big week, man. Big week. Holy week. Do you guys just do Easter services, or do you guys have like Maundy, Thursday, Good Friday stuff going on as well? We're just Easter. We start our Easter Sunday services on Thursday, but do you hold on to anything for a bit longer before you sell, or do you basically get stuff and list it? I do. I basically just buy stuff and list it. However, I've got like a decent chunk of things that I hold on to just because it's fun. JD, what's up? First time tuning into a live, love your videos. Thanks, man. Any tips for pricing bulk? I hit level 4 with 4K cards listed. Had to drop prices 10% below market and 15% price floor to get 2 to 3 orders a day. Any tip for pricing in bulk? My tip for pricing is list more cards. That's, dude, I know. What, dude, that is the worst. Every time someone asks me that question, Rippin', I give that answer and I feel like the world's biggest moron giving that advice because it sounds so like, I know that you're not an idiot, okay? I'm not calling you an idiot. And I know that that's how that response can sound. But the weird thing about bulk is instead of worrying about your prices, you just need to list more and have a bigger variety. That's just how bulk works, man. Like, instead of trying to liquidate your stuff, just try and get to 10K cards or 15K cards or 20K cards. 4K is not enough. Keep pushing it at 100K in 6 months. Yeah. Like that's the, see, these guys, Bronze God and Kwani, are both bulk. Like I made the Bane joke in my post yesterday about Bronze God being being molded by it, born in it, where I just adopted the darkness. Okay, if I do this, can I preview this? I'm just gonna do it, YOLO. Nope. Osmo. Hey, you guys see this? You guys can see this. Can I zoom in? Okay. Where is the live stream stuff? I want to make sure I can see that as well. Can I pull that over here? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna pull this over here. Nope, I need it smaller. Working on hitting level 4, 19 orders out so far, so hard to find time. Yes, it is a time-intensive thing. Casually here, sifting through 1,000 bulk cards. I'm buying it. Wait, you're buying bulk at 75%? What do you mean? Hey man, love your content. I'm also your neighbor from North Dakota. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Nick, there's a chance that sometime in the next few years, my church, which is called Eaglebrook, that we're located in the Twin Cities, that we would put a campus in like the Fargo-Moorhead area. I wouldn't work at that location, but there's a chance that we'll be there sometime in the next few years. Okay, let's take a peek at sales from March, all right? So I'm going to press view report here. Okay. Nice, I'm from Bismarck. Very cool. Helping out a buddy who needs cash. Oh, that's sweet, man. Okay, looks like we did. I'll probably make a video on this. So if you guys are here for the live stream, all like 30 some of you or whatever, first of all, like the stream. If you haven't pressed the like button yet, press the like button. If I make a video on this, you still have to watch the video, okay? So yeah, that's the only deal, okay? 25,000 in sales, 387. Looks like total in fees 2,000. Okay. Now you're like, holy smokes! Wait a minute. 25,000 in sales, 2,100 in fees. That seems low. What's your church again? It's called Eaglebrook. Typically just buy with count over weight. Yeah. Just have them count the cards. That's true, Kwani. I never buy by weight. Yeah. Is there a formula? Yeah, sorry I missed your question, Prodigy. Still trying to get the sometimes people list. Yeah, I would make them count cards. I would make them count cards. Make them count cards, and if you can, have them separate it into hollows, reverse hollows, and non-hollows. That's like the dream. And if they don't want to sort it for you, you might even be willing to like negotiate them down a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about these numbers. Sales minus fees, 2,100. Now these refunded orders are kind of weird. Okay, remember I had that big package go missing. That guy ended up sending me the money, but and I think the Rayquaza. Anyway, so just I got a lot of this stuff ended up getting sent over in cash. Okay, I'll check out the live stream this Sunday. Oh, sick, man. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna do an Easter plug in one of my videos this week. You guys are gonna get Easter plugged, just an FYI. So you want to see something very crazy? Let's take off the marketplace and just look at pro seller site orders. This is where it gets really nutty. Almost $18,000 of this came from the pro seller site. This is the power of making content from like a business standpoint, right? Because this is all 204 of these orders came from pro seller site. So again, $25,000 in sales, but only 7,500 of that came from the marketplace. To be fair, I have my prices pretty high on the marketplace. So when people buy marketplace stuff from me, it's quite a bit over market. But you look at this, okay? Okay, look at this. This is gonna be hilarious. Okay, marketplace, $7,400 in sales, $1,100 in fees, okay? $7,400 in sales, $1,100 in fees. Let's hop over to the pro seller site. $17,000 in sales, $900 in fees. I mean, that's closer to 1,000 to be fair, but that's where the math gets manipulated a little bit, right? That's where you can kind of change some of that stuff up. So again, I'll make a video on this at some point, but where'd the thing go? Yeah. Because this right here, marketplace, what is this? I'll just do some math. We'll pull up the calc. Calc is short for calculator. Just using slang. How do we do this math? We go $1,123 divided by 74.12. That's 15% in fees. That's 15% in fees, which is a lot. So then we're gonna hop over to this one and do some math again. You obviously have to have a calc to do this kind of math. 17,914. Nope. 987 divided by 17,914 equals, yeah, like 5.5%. So now people love some Pokemon and video production. Yes. Now, one thing to note here, okay? It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Well, it is. I love you guys. But I also list stuff 5% under market. So it's like changing this to, this is basically add another 5% on this because I list cards 5% under where they should be listed. Like when people shop from my store, I give them a deal. So it's not that they only want to support me. I know a bunch of you guys are like supporting me and shopping from my store, but a lot of it also is that like being able to source nice cards 5% under market is that helps. Okay, that helps. I completely understand that. So it's like it's a give and take, you know. I learned I don't want to sell because I don't want to deal with taxes. Brett, what's up, bro? Look at Brett with this flashy Mountain Dew sub badge. The Diet Dew sub badge. I'm not drinking Diet Dew tonight. I'm just drinking some herbal tea in this mug that says Mama Bear, which is interesting. It was just the only one that I found. But yeah, whatever business questions you guys have, hit me up. I don't have. Oh yeah, David, what's up, bro? I didn't even know you were here. What's up, buddy? I missed your earlier message. It's mi hermano. That's Poppy. That's my boy. JDG, having trouble getting bulk in my area. Everyone thinks that 800 and 1,000 cards are worth $100. Yeah, they're probably worth like $10. How often do you find condition discrepancies with what you received? What did I misspell? I missed it. Oh yeah, sorry. I find condition discrepancies every so often. It happens. But in all reality, when you buy a collection and you have a discrepancy in the condition, if you buy it 70%, let's say it was near mint and you got it as lightly played, you're probably not losing money, you're probably breaking even. You know what I mean? Like, so is breaking even every so often when someone makes a mistake or when you miss something really the worst thing in the world? It's not. It's not. And again, dude, I try and tell you guys this. Do you guys understand that for the people who have real stores and have real distribution, they have to buy stuff and break even on it all the time? Like that is not something that people are like, oh, like I'm not gonna buy something and sell it if I have to break even. Friends, people do that stuff all the time. EX, battle decks, battle academies. What are some of the other products that people break even on? There's less now. You know, the World Championship decks, things like that. Like, yes, people break even on that stuff all the time. Depends on the card. I bought a few at 80 and near mint to likely played was 20% less. Binders, yeah, binders, sleeves, binders, sleeves, top loaders, like all the gear and stuff. Just sent you a pic of my new master set binders. That's sick, dude. Let's see it. Dude, oh my gosh, that prismatic one is so sick. You guys want to see David's prismatic evolution binder? I don't know if you can see it. Gosh, it looks so cool. Why did it pop out like that? Yeah, that looks super sick. Any Journey Together, LOL? Well, I don't think, I mean, if you're getting Journey Together at wholesale cost, you're still making money on it when people buy it. Even if you're getting it at MSRP. But if you're buying it after wholesale costs happen, which is after the initial wave, then yeah, you might be breaking even on it. How do I find a collection to buy for $200-ish? You're probably gonna have to look for a while. 200-ish is tough. If you only have $200 to play with, I would start with bulk. It's like if you have $1,000, you can probably shoot your shot at some collections. But if you have less than $1,000, I would start with bulk, especially now. If it was 2 years ago, you could probably buy a decent collection for $200. But yeah, keep the questions coming. You guys are asking good questions tonight. I don't think, do I want to look at anything else? Well, if there's anything else you want to see on my TCG Player stuff, it's fine. How long have you been doing this? I started. Oh, here, we'll do this. Oh, this will be so much fun. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm so excited. Okay, I started in May of 2024. May of 2024 to the end of May 2024. First month, TJ, PokePaster TCG. There it is, boys. 1,400 buckaroos, 83 orders, 1,400 bucks. That was selling. Dude, gosh, this will be a video sometime too, okay? If you guys ever see me making videos on this stuff, you have to watch them, okay? You have to watch them and leave a comment saying you saw it in the live stream. I'll shoot a different video, but we're gonna take you guys a journey through my first few months, okay? First month, May of 2024, and that first month we did 83 orders and $1,481 in sales. I'm afraid to buy bulk. My bulk would be sifted through already. But Suspected Logan, here's the thing, man. You can sell it as bulk. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, so let's say you spend $100 and you buy 10,000 cards, which if you have $100, you can buy 10,000 cards. Yeah, you can buy 10,000 cards with $100. You should be able to. Okay, so if it all is sifted through and there's nothing of value in there, list it on Marketplace and sell it for the same price. First time tuning in, how often do you stream? I do a live stream where I rip and ship packs on Sunday nights, and that one is scheduled. That's every week. I don't miss that one like clockwork. Big Easter Sunday celebration this weekend. Big Easter celebration this weekend, so you should come check out. And then these streams where I just kind of do business stuff and answer questions and yap and stuff happen periodically. Whenever my wife says she's going to bed and I don't feel tired yet, she's like, "Oh, I'm pretty tired. I'm going to bed." And I'm like, "We're gonna go live stream for a little bit." Okay, I missed some questions. I got that one. What's your view on Chinese cards? Do you think it's worth investing? Probably not. I wouldn't, but I definitely wouldn't, mostly because I sell on TCG Player and Chinese cards aren't even sellable on this platform. I picked up a smallish collection of mostly sports cards for $5 on Marketplace and found a moderately played condition hollow Dark Goldback from Team Rocket Unlimited. That's sweet, dude. Very cool. TJ, how do you go about pricing lightly played cards versus near mint when the lightly played market price is higher than near mint for some reason? I would just price it at market PokeLogic and then understand that it's probably going to take a little longer to sell. And also there's a chance that the price is going to come down with my mass price tools, because my prices change every single day. I've got mass price rules that will change price. And so if a bunch of people buy the lightly played cards at the lightly played price, that's going to lower the market price. And so it might end up coming down. You watched 95% of my videos today, brother. I got a lot of videos. It sounds like that's been all you've been doing today. Okay, well, let's go month 2. Let me go month 2 real quick. That was month 1. So that was my first month. Let's go June of 2024 to the end of June of 2024. Oh, dude, I cranked in June. Okay, 577 orders in my second month, and that was $3,200 of sales. That was a lot of cheap orders, a lot of cheap cards, a lot of grinding. Holy smokes, that's a busy month. I answered that question on what you got started on Broad Skies. I did. What inspired you to start selling? Oh, I skipped down super far. I started selling because my daughter and I had a bunch of cards lying around, and I would rather sell them and get more money for us to rip open packs. And then I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the business side of things. It was super fun. Do you recommend opening a business bank account over a separate personal account? And should I be, I do, but I wouldn't concern it too much, because in order for you to get a business account, you have to do all the business things, and that can kind of be a hassle. If that's going to paralyze you and stop you from actually growing the business, then just get a separate personal account. However, I was able to just reap the benefits of that. Is the business account that I got, if you had a certain amount in it for the first 3 months, you got a $400 bonus. And the business credit card that I got, if you spent $5,000 in the first 3 months, you got a $500 bonus. So I basically just got $900 worth of free money from doing nothing, essentially, from just operating as a business, which is, as Wells Fargo, by the way, in case you're interested. So those things are like available, but outside of that, it doesn't make a difference really. I mow for work, so I listen to most of them. Oh, that's cool, dude. Where do you live if you're mowing right now? We don't have to mow up here in Minnesota for like another 2 months. And since I'm guessing I'm the favorite. Hold on. Tennessee. Yeah, that explains it. What message view delete? I can view delete. I have a question. Who's your favorite? Dude, I can when you ban when you take down comments, I can still read them. That's awesome. Who's my favorite? I don't have any favorites. I don't like any of you. That's what my mom used to say when we would ask my mom who her favorite kid was. She would say that she doesn't have any because she doesn't like any of us. So that's what we'll go with. It was 100 in Arizona last week. Shoot me. Isn't it always dark in your state? No, dude, we get sunlight, man. I'm about to be in Arizona in a few weeks. We're going to visit CCV, which is Christ Church of the Valley, me and some of the other regional director guys, which is a title that doesn't mean anything to y'all. We're going to visit Christ Church of the Valley in like the Phoenix, Scottsdale area. I'm excited. PokePaster TCG meetup. I'm literally gonna be there for like 24 hours, so I probably won't be able to. If I was there for any longer, bro, I'd be like, hey, let's grab coffee or something. But I'm gonna be doing church stuff the whole time. Most of our grass dies though. Do you have a video on pricing rules? I do. I've got pricing rules, and if you can't find the video or the video that you find isn't sufficient, just reach out on Instagram and I'll help you out, brother. That's a pastor helping out another pastor. You know, I got you, bro. When are you going to that card game? The card tournament. I don't think I'm gonna end up making it to the card tournament. Just started selling on TCG Player for now. Is tracking business expenses in Excel okay? I'm gonna say something that I'm gonna get roasted by some of you who are more responsible than me. I still track all of my expenses via Excel, but I am just So I think it's fine. Crip, you're talking about the regional. I'm not going to go anymore. All right, let's look at month 3. So this was month 2 of my business, $3,200 in sales, 577 orders. We're going to fast forward to July. July of 2024, month 3, we did. You guys, I was cranking. We did $6,100 in sales and 822 orders. Now, let's find out how much this was. There were 30 days, 822 orders divided by 30 days in the month. That was a crank session, boys. That was some oh, you guys can't see the calc because my face is too big. 27 orders a day is a lot. I don't really remember that, to be 100% honest. Also, I can't remember when I hopped into the Direct program because some of these order counts are going to be assisted by TCG Player Direct, FYI. Bronze God, how's Direct going, by the way, man? You can delete comments, but anytime someone watches this channel, they see the logo I made. That's true. As an account, it's fine as long as you have your numbers right. It doesn't matter how you keep track of it. Hey, JD, good looking. That's what I needed to hear. That's what I needed to hear. Every time I hear crank session, yeah. Perhaps I could have. And we're gonna have another Batman reference. What is very poor choice of words. Very poor choice of words. I could have said something else. What's up, Mikey Likey? How you doing, bro? Going on 2 weeks now without an order on TCG Player. I'm at level 3, and so far I've just listed mostly playable trainers / Pokemon with 20 EX is 79 cents. Any quick advice? The advice is probably just list more cards and like try and pick up EXs, full arts, illustrations, illustration rares, like anything that have like cards that have higher sell-through rates. That's what I sold a lot of initially. Anytime I saw someone with a collection of illustration rares, I would make an offer immediately and try and buy it. But it was a little different. And to be honest, looking at some of these numbers, guys, we're talking 2024, okay? Pokemon cards in general were very different in 2024. Yeah, or like Crip saying, you could go the list everything, the list everything method. Like I'm just gonna list all cards. Could do it. Rock Sox, what's up, dude? So yeah, to answer your question, what was I selling when I first started? It was a lot of illustration rares, EXs, full arts, stuff like that. Like $5 to $20 cards. Lots of that. Lowball the market, cards will sell fast. Yeah, if you're really trying to get your sales in, you could just try and sell things for super cheap. Someone say list everything. Yeah, dude, they're everywhere. The list everything peeps are all over the place. It is a good strategy though. All right, let's look at August. August of 2024. So this was July. August was, holy smokes. So August we did $12,000 in sales and 486 orders, which is still a lot of orders. Now again, yeah, this looks like direct program stuff. $2,300 in fees in comparison to 12,000 in sales seems like a lot, but still, that's a fair chunk of cheddar there. So that was August again, but 486 orders is a lot. How many is that a day? 486 divided by 30. That's 16 orders a day. That's pretty good. I didn't do 16 orders a day this past month, I can tell you that. But things have changed. The business has changed. We're just taking you guys on a little journey, a little trip down memory lane. All right. So then, if I remember right, September was down maybe, but we'll check. Let's go September 1st to September 30th. When did I split accounts too? At some point, I started a secondary account. We'll have to find out when that is too. September 1st to September 30th was, yeah, 9,000. Okay, this is when it happened. Okay. Let me explain this. So at this point, I should really pull up my other TCG Player account. I'm going to do it. Sure. I don't use this account anymore, but for the sake of this experiment, we're going to go back to September of 2024. September of 2024. Okay. See. What was I doing, dude? I don't remember this at all. September. Okay. Well, let me zoom in a little bit. All right. So this is September. Let's see here. This was the main account. This was the main account on Direct. Okay. Let me explain. Some of you guys are confused as to why I would have two accounts. I realized that I wanted to sell cards over $50 in the Direct program. So this, these numbers you see right here, $9,000 with only 89 orders. This is cards over $50 only. Only cards over $50 got sold on this account at the time. Now everything's on one account, okay? And then on this other account here, yikes, we did, I can zoom in a little bit more. On this other account here, we did 542 orders, which was only $8,000 in sales. I don't remember working this hard in September, but apparently September was a good month. This was, I started in May, June, July, August. This was 5 months in, and I did whatever, 8,400 plus, it's like $17,000 in sales 5 months in. I've never gone back and looked at these numbers before, so you guys are seeing me do this in real time. That's crazy. Gonna tell my abuela to make him some tamales. There's a guy in my area who's on the local group talking about buying 500K bulk a month because he has people who buy it from him. Yeah, I guess you could arbitrage bulk. That would be crazy. How much was your first year? My first year? Let's find out. Well, let me go forward a little bit, month by month, and then we'll look at the first year together. And by the way, guys, I'm doing this. Yeah, I need to throw this out there because it feels kind of gross. I'm doing this because somebody asked. Whoops. Because somebody asked about like sales my first year. This is by no means me like trying to flex. Okay, I swear. I'm just trying to go back. You must have had some real good card hookups to crank sales like that. Yeah, I remember taking a lot of risks, Mike. I just remember every dollar I put back into business, and so I just tried to push myself every time. Like, just get out of my comfort zone and buy a collection that was a little more expensive, a little more expensive, a little more expensive, a little more expensive, to where I bought like a sealed collection of, it was like $13,000 in like a Hy-Vee parking lot or something like that. I felt sick to my stomach. I was like, what am I doing? And the minivan was loaded with like ETBs and booster bundles and all sorts of stuff. Felt very uncomfortable. But yeah, I did a lot of negotiating on Marketplace for sure. Pork or chicken tamales? Pork is the correct answer. Anybody who says chicken tamales are superior, and I'm not Hispanic, so I might not be qualified, but I'm a Mexican food enjoyer. I'm a tamale enjoyer, and pork tamales are better. What's good, Lazy? What's up, man? Sell duplicate Kanto starters now or hold on to them long term. It could be a good hold. My business philosophy is sell everything so that you have more money to buy stuff. But yeah, someone who doesn't main Fortress clearly has bad tamale opinions. That's maybe true. Well, I'm Mexican, so chicken tamales. I'm on the chicken side. Dude, every time I have Mexican pulled chicken, man, it's like super mid. You guys are talking about pulled chicken, right? Not cubed chicken. Like, we're talking just chicken that's like been simmered and boiled and like pulled apart. Every time I've had that, it's been crazy mid. But when you get the pork, when you get like almost that like succulent carnita pork, you get that inside a tamale. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, let's look at October. So this is going to be the direct account for October. October direct account. What? Okay. I don't remember this. October direct account was $19,000 in sales. What? Okay. What was the non-direct account? October. What? 468 orders plus 176 orders? Huh? Well, apparently my 6 month into the business, I did the same number in sales that I did like this past month. So there's that. Yeah. So, okay. This is a good moment. Okay. This is where, so this was 6 months in, I did 19,000 on the direct account, and I did, where'd it go? 8,250 on the non-direct account, which means we did in our 5th month in, 6th month in, whatever, we did 27,000 in sales. What was you selling? Gold bars, I guess. I really don't remember. I guess it was a lot of expensive cards, alt arts, sealed product, all the stuff, right? Buying collections at 70, going up to 72, 73% sometimes. So there's that. Now, this is where if you had a month like this and you were like, I hate my job, get me out. Get me out. Get me out of my job. I think I remember selling the Lovebirds. Maybe I sold the Moonbryon. I sold a lot of like high-end cards. I hate my job. I want to sell cards full time. If that's where you were, this would be a month that would let you know that that's possible if you keep it up. And so then that's like, you just put all of your capacity into this stuff and get after it, right? But for me, I'm like, oh wow, like this is super fun. This is going well. I would not stop being a pastor for all of King Midas's silver. This is cool. I'm going to keep this rolling, but I don't know how much more I can put into this if I still want to be a dad and a pastor and a husband and all those things. Do you remember when you started the channel? February of 25? I think February of 25. So this is all before YouTube. I didn't start the YouTube channel February of 25, which is one of my biggest regrets. One of my biggest regrets. Oh my gosh, the content. Oh my gosh, the content. You guys know the cool Phantom. Shout out Phantom cards. Phantom's a beast. Phantom's. This is not the only reason why his channel does well, right? Phantom is an incredibly dynamic communicator. He's, anyways, this is not a dig on Phantom, okay? Phantom is a beast. Love that guy. I've chatted with him on several occasions. One of the reasons why people love Phantom's content so much is because people love being along for the journey, all right? you guys who are starting a journey, you should be making content. Because for me, I document my journey now. And for new people, they watch my content and they're like, well, yeah, this guy's been doing it for 2 years. Like, this isn't relatable. This guy's, doing $20,000+ in sales. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, like, what a miss that I didn't start making content. Like, all of these months that I've showed you guys so far, I didn't record anything. I didn't document any of it. I could have recorded me driving away from that Hy-Vee, sick to my stomach, with a minivan full of cards. Like, that would have been compelling stuff. People would have loved watching that, and that would have been so good. So if there's anything that I regret from doing all of this, is that I didn't start making content sooner. Because my business was, gosh, by the time I started making content, I was probably close to $100,000 in sales. You started in 2023? No, I started in May of 2024. And I didn't start making content until February of 2025. Yeah. So great question, Brooks. Great question. That's massive in 2024. Holy smokes, 55 people in the house? Yeah, what's up, Mason? How you doing, bro? Mason Berry. Yeah, guys, this was what, Mason, we're going over the TCG Player journey, bro. This was before I was making any content. So I'd be driving into work, from church to church, doing pastor stuff, and I'd be watching Mason's content. I'd be watching Rob RNG Games' content. And I remember seeing Mason's stuff about the direct program, because this is just after I hopped in the direct program, and Mason and his crew were like, he took them to TCG Player boot camp basically, and had to have he had to teach his guys because they had too many discrepancies. Dude, I remember loving that content so much, man. I remember, it's like one of those things, how sometimes there are pieces of content or videos where you remember where you were when you were watching them. I remember driving, these places aren't going to mean anything to you. I was going to a staff Christmas party in Ham Lake and listening to Mason talk about how much their store benefits from direct, and how you could see hey, this is critical for my store. We need to get this in order or it's going to be not so great. And so, yeah, like he said, we had to come to Jesus moment with his guys. That's cool, man. And that's hard leadership stuff. And that's the side of it that's different than just selling cards. That's having to lead people, which flipping cards, doing that stuff is one thing. Having to lead a team of other people to do stuff is it's a different ball game. It's a different ball game altogether. But yeah, what's up, Mason? Appreciate you, man. Metagod, how's it going, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope things are well. Happy early Easter, dude. That's how I feel. I was making YouTube videos 15 years ago, quit 8 years ago before the booms. Yeah, YouTube is kind of a thing right now. I mean, YouTube is, yeah, I wish I would have started sooner. Like I said, all of this stuff would have been, yeah. Did that and just learned we're in the top 30 stores in TCG Player. Oh my gosh, man. What a sick accomplishment. That's so cool. Mason, what do you guys think you do in sales on TCG Player on a monthly basis? What's the average month? Happy early Easter too. Been working and working. Huh? Glad you're doing well. Yeah, man, for sure. Content is key now with TCG market. It is. It definitely does help. I think you can do it. If you're vehemently opposed to doing content, you absolutely can do a business without doing content, but it's helpful. All right, we're gonna skip forward and see what November looked like. November on this, oh shoot, what did I do? Oh yeah, I gotta put this one forward too. Okay, November, 12,000 on this account, and I think November was down, if I remember right. November to November. So November of 2024, looks like we did 12,000 on the direct account and 9,000 on the non-direct account. Here recently, between the two stores, maybe 70K. Dude, 75K in sales is insane, man. You guys are grinding, dude. Mason, that's hard work, man. Yeah, hats off, buddy. Hats off. Hats off, dude. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Mason Berry there runs Cardinal, which I just the other day, Mason, realized that Cardinal, this is going to make me sound like such a moron. I just realized that that's like, I don't know what the right literary term is, but like cardinal, isn't Louisville the Cardinals? Like, I just had those two things click in my head the other day, and I felt not very smart. So, am I wrong on that? Isn't Louisville the Cardinals? Is that a thing? Yeah, they're the Cardinals. Yeah, anyways. Okay, that was reading it doesn't make it obvious. And yeah. Yeah, the special card cabinets. Yeah, Mason's a real one. He's not a backpacker like me. He's got like an actual store. Trying to start TCG Player business on top of my full-time job, ideally. That's the way to do it, man. Well, I think that's the only way you can do it. I don't know that you can hop in and just start full-time, especially right now. Like, I don't think you can be like, all right, I'm gonna do a job change. I'm gonna go start selling cards full-time. I mean, I suppose you could, but it would be much safer to start something, because you can at least do what I'm doing part-time. And then once you're here and you feel like you've got some stuff in place and you've got some capital, then leave and go buy a storefront and, like, you know, do something, right? I wouldn't recommend just like doing it off the rip. I'm not trying to full-time. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, yeah, man, that's exactly what I'm doing. It's just some extra income and some fun time selling cardboard. So that was November. Let's look at December, Christmas month. December of 2024. Looks like 7,500 on the non-direct account. Dude, that's so many orders. I don't remember doing that many orders. I'm gonna be honest, you guys. Selective. I just like blurted out, I guess. I Men in Blacked myself. Looks like 7,800 on the direct account, and these are just cards over $50, and then 7,500 on the non-direct account. It's cool. So again, like that's 15,000 in sales. So again, I thought this was crazy. Ease into it, maintain it, make sure you make mistakes at the low value so you don't make those mistakes at high value. And I had employees set all my card prices 25 cents, cost you a lot. Holy smokes, man. Yeah, that'd be tough. Dude, I'm telling you, mate, it's like such a different ballgame when you're not even just talking about your mistakes. You're talking about the mistakes of people that you're hiring and entrusting your business to. It's like a whole different level of complexity that a lot of us backpackers don't have to deal with or don't understand. Yeah, I mean, I deal with personnel and people in my real job, and it's like tough to put a price on having good people. Can you see how much someone has spent on your store? Not like I can't. I could look it up, but it would be difficult. It would be difficult. But don't forget, you're my #1 customer. That's a Jingle All the Way reference, if you guys have ever seen that movie. That would be fun to see. I mean, David, you'd definitely be on that list. You gotta make sure, no matter what people are doing in good faith, I didn't fire that guy. You're the man, dude. You're the man. I hired my best friend to do some work on the side of the business for the first time. It felt really odd trying to explain my entire process. Yeah, dude, that's what my wife was saying. She was like, hey, like, if I'm ever off on a Monday and we have the nanny here, like, I could help you with your Pokemon business. And I was like, I have not really built any of these things to be done by anyone else, which is not great. I could teach her some of the stuff, but what are your rates for a 15-second ad? Asking for myself because I want to advertise. What do you want to advertise, bro? Brooks, I will. You tell me what you want me to shill. I will shill for you, man. What do you want me to shill? Imagine firing the poor guy. It was a mistake. Well, dude, Blender, certainly you know that in the business world that happens all the time, right? That's the hardest part, taking everything in my brain and sharing that with others, for sure, dude. Put that cookie down. Thank you, Knife. Thank you. Oh, thank you for getting the reference. It is that's our annual family Christmas movie. My favorite thing about that movie, well, there are a couple things. I've been a big Arnold fan my whole life, but It's shot in the Twin Cities. I live in the Minneapolis, St. Paul area, and Jingle All the Way was shot in the Twin Cities, like Mall of America, downtown Minneapolis, all that stuff. Nestled safely under our tree. Yeah, it's great. Okay, it makes me happy and proud of this community that people are getting those references. Jingle All the Way, underrated Christmas movie with more charm than people give it credit for. It's not a 4 out of 10 like everyone says. It's more like a 6 or a 7. Quotes that live rent-free in my head. Yeah, dude, 100%. How you feel about the perfect order market meltdown? There is no market meltdown. Dude, I mean, I put a video out today, Lazy. Like, dude, it's completely okay for a set to be like, fine. You know? Fine. Like, it's okay. My daughter gave me a Turbo Man for Christmas a couple years ago. Dude, that's what I need. I need a Turbo Man up here. I need a Turbo Man somewhere. That's what I need. Perfect order. Market's done. Market's done. Yeah, Mason's ready for wave 2. Okay, yeah, Mason's out of product. Mason doesn't have any perfect order left. The set came out on Friday. He doesn't have any. Guys, I think the market's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And if you don't think it's going to be all right and you want to get out right now, pokepastortcg@gmail.com, and I will I'll buy your collection, sealed or singles. And Mason can buy it for more than I can because he doesn't pay as many in fees. Phil Hartman, yeah, dude, RIP, man. This is someone, dude. Someone came in and like this is the worst chat. Oh no, the way that's all you. Yeah, for sure, man. Someone came in the chat one time and was trying to like sell me something. And, like this would be the best place because lots of people who watch my content. Yeah, the quote that lives free in my head from that movie lately is Balthazar. Wait, who is Balthazar anyways? I'm a Bible guy and I didn't even know who Balthazar is. Isn't it from the Bible? Oh, he's one of the Magi. Okay. I'm not just want to throw this out here. I'm not a Explorer user just because of TCG Player having 2 separate accounts. I have my second account on the different browser to keep it clean. Before anyone roasts me for using Explorer, okay? Just want to throw that out there. So delete the comment that you're writing about me using Internet Explorer, okay? Settle down. Yeah, the Magi goes flying out the window on fire and goes, Balthazar. It's the best. Okay. That was really a bomb. Sick world we live in, man, with sick people. Yeah, Sinbad was good. All right, yeah. We'll do a dude. Lies, he definitely uses Explorer. Dude, leave me alone. You can't be picking out my insecurities like that, man. I don't, dude. Yeah. We need to get my account copy. I haven't done any copyright strikes yet. We need to do a Jingle All the Way watch party. We need to do a Jingle All the Way watch party in Christmas and just take a copyright strike, you know, on the channel. Or we'll just do it in Discord. Yeah, we do it in Discord. That'd be fine. You know. How you list graded cards on TCG Player? You could do it with the picture. It's better to list them on eBay. I don't really sell on eBay, but it is better to list your graded slabs on eBay. There's a PokePastor Discord. There's not. I've said that I was gonna make one at some point, and I've yet to do that. So it's kind of how that goes. But I should. What do I even have for slabs right now? Let's take a peek. Take a gander. CGC. I've got like this is the highly sought after CGC 10 Magnemite from Rocket Returns. If anyone wants this, let me know. Imagine running a business and not having Discord. Do you not have one either, Mason? That would make me really happy if you don't have one. Here's a CGC 10 Toxtricity promo in case anyone wants this one. This is why I don't really like buying graded cards, because I just don't sell on eBay. These are listed, but I just don't have like the... Anyways, and then I have two Umbreon PSA 9s. This is Umbreon GX Full Art from what is this from? I don't know what this is from. Hidden Fates, right? No, Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon base. Anyways, Umbreon 9s. I think I have those listed on TCG Player. And then one Umbreon V Full Art from a little set called Evolving Skies. Have you ever thought about vending at card shows? So hold on, I missed a couple things. You'll take the Magnemite promo? I mean, if you want to buy those promos, let me know, man. Seriously, find out what you think they'd be worth and shoot me an offer. And I'd rather sell to you than some random person on eBay. Sold a CGC10 Dragonite WB promo. That's cool, dude. First eBay sale ever. Decided to try it. That's awesome, Justin. Had one for a long time. My staff used Discord, communicate too, and way too many Discords. Yeah, that's what I mean, dude. Everyone has a Discord. The weekend thing is, yeah, so like Mason says, we've got lots of services on the weekend, and I love what I do. And yeah, so I don't do any vending, but the seller making the buyer do all the work. I don't know what I have them listed for, man. Yeah, sorry, dude. Yeah, if I ever wanted to do this full time, like let's say the church came to me and said, "Hey, you're a moron and we're not gonna let you lead anymore," what would I do? I would probably still try and find a church to work at, because I would have a hard time walking away. If I felt like the Lord was telling, like the big guy was telling me that I can't do ministry anymore, that would be a different story. And if I felt like that was happening and I wanted to try cards full time, I would definitely vend. I would definitely spend my weekends vending. But hopefully neither of those things happen. I'll do it after I'm done eating my tacos and mulas. What is a mula? You guys know what a mula is? Mulas. Cuisine. Crack the Umbreons? Oh, yeah, dude, I should just crack the... Yeah, so that's something... if you ask on... It's a tostada with beans, cheese... What? This doesn't look like a tostada at all. This looks like some kind of like weird brothy meatball situation, bro. It had al pastor and meat. You know, I'm in on al pastor. That stuff's delicious. That's one thing you can do if you guys have PSA 9s or 9s. Typically, if you sell on TCG Player, you should just crack the 9s and sell them raw. Which I have to do with these. I don't have these listed. This is a 9 Oshawott illustration rare. I need to crack that and list it. This is a 9 Radiant Charizard from Crown Zenith. I have to crack that and list it. This is a 9 Diancie. I should just give this away. I don't even know how much this card's worth. There's a 9 Diancie. I don't know what this is. This is a 9.5 from AGS. This is a 9.5 Snorlax from the Classic Collection. I should crack that and list it. I have no idea how much that card's worth. Savvy graders would be like, well, it's a 9.5. You should crack it and send it to PSA. No, thank you. I'm good. The grading thing just doesn't do it for me. Why do I still have these up? I don't know. What is my favorite Mexican food? That's a great question. It probably is tamales, to be honest. Probably $10 and a 10. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do with that, Holy? Exactly. What do you think Jesus' favorite Pokemon is? There's so many routes you could go there. Sent you the same exact Moolah I had? Okay, let me see. I don't know, dude. Oh, those look good. Oh, yeah, those look good. I'm in on that. That looks way better than whatever I just looked at, but it was probably because I was using Internet Explorer. Hey, look, I got a little crown. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. I listed like 50 cards and then just been yapping. Yeah, like the live if you guys haven't yet. Love hanging, talking shop. Me too, man. Me too. These streams are pretty cool. We're not necessarily doing anything. And I feel like I don't have to, yeah. When you're opening packs, I feel like there's a level of like, just freak out about, Wah! I don't know. Just chilling. Still waiting for my hits from Ascended to come back PSA. What'd you get from Ascended, dude? Miss being in California having door-to-door tamale ladies. That sounds fantastic. We need door-to-door tamale ladies in Minnesota. I'm not even sure there's anybody in Minnesota who knows how to make tamales well. Every tamale I've had at a restaurant in Minnesota has been like probably the best tamale that I've had at a Mexican restaurant in Minnesota has been like a 6.5. So, oh, dude, every now and then I do see people on Marketplace. I should do that for Christmas. Aren't tamales a Christmas thing, David? Isn't tamales like a traditional like Christmas dish in Mexico? How do you pace running a TCG Player store, being a husband and a dad, and running a team at a large church? That's a really good question, Mark. I would say I do it flying by the seat of my pants and asking Jesus to empower me with what I need. Because if I tried to do it on my own, I think it would be a train wreck, and my marriage would fall apart, or I would do something dumb, or I just, yeah, man. I can't do it on my own. And every time before I go speak in front of my church, every time I wake up in the morning, I try and take a few moments, I get on my knees, and I say, Lord, I have a lot of really awesome things on my plate. I feel like I don't deserve many of them. Please show up, because if you don't, it's going to be a mess. Yeah. Maybe his favorite is Suicune because it walks on water. That's a good take. Suicune walking on water is a fun, interesting Pokemon fact that many people don't know about. And so that is a good take. What's another good one? This one. This is a good one. Another slab that I don't have listed because I don't list slabs super often. This is Wooloo. This is the lamb, you know, little lamb Pokemon with the nice glare from my light. That's right there. It's beautiful. All right, so let's just look at the first year, okay? Let's look at the first year. I started, we're just gonna skip to the first year. I started in May of 2024. Let's look at May of 2025. May of 2025. Wait, oh my gosh. Okay, so May of 2024. May 1st of 2024, and then I gotta do that on the Explorer tab as well. The calc out of here. I'm gonna go back to May of 2024 to May of 2025. Okay. So on the secondary hole, that's not real, right? I did something wrong. Huh? Okay, so May of 20, this is on the, okay, that's on the main account. Okay, that's on the main account. This is on the secondary account. May of 2024 to May of 2025. Holy smokes. Okay, my music crapped out. Hold on. I have so many tabs open that I do not know what's happening. Okay. Get OBS back over here. Okay, so this is the secondary account, first year, May of 2024 to May of 2025. I did 55,134 orders for a grand total of $78,000 in sales. And again, this account started in September because this was the secondary account because I did not want to sell cards. I did not want to sell cards on the, I only wanted to sell cards over $50 on the direct program, okay? So May of 2024, so that's the secondary account, and on the direct account, or the primary account, which is my only account now, it was $117,000 in sales with 5,410 orders. So 117 plus 78. 117 plus 78 is like
190, we'll call it 190, which is a lot. That's technically 13 months. Okay, yeah, you're right. May 1st. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that was the first year. That's crazy good. It was insane, dude. Doing that part-time felt like I really accomplished something. And again, my biggest regret is not recording content that whole time. Which, I mean, maybe I was able to do more in sales because I wasn't recording content, because obviously that takes a lot of time. But still, I felt really good for the first year. And then year number 2, we are coming up on soon. Year number 2 will be, just a little bit here. So that's crazy. Almost 2 years already. Wild. But yeah. But so here's where, like, if I want to be discouraging, okay? If I want to this would be a fun little experiment, okay? If I want to do something discouraging, May of what was that really cool month? The crazy month was September. September of 2024 to September of 2024. Okay, so $9,000 here in 2024. No, it was November. Yeah, it was November, because that's October. I'm just saying months at this point. Holy smokes. Okay, October of 2024, $19,000 on the direct account. And October of 2024, nope, that's 2023. October of 2024. Okay, October 2024. $8,000, $8,200 on the non-direct account, and 19,000 on the direct account. So that's like 27 grand, okay? Here's the discouraging thing. Current month, end of the month, March, okay? March 2026. Literally 15 months later. The suspense. $25,000 in sales. A lot of this is pro seller, like I said. $17,000 of it is from the pro seller, so that's really cool. So margins are better here, but if I really wanted to get Debbie Downer, it's like 15 months ago I did the same number in sales that I did this month. But I've said this a million times. This is kind of like the ceiling, guys. We've hit the ceiling on where the business can go in terms of like money with the amount of time that I can put into it, right? In order for me to grow the business any further than this, I would have to make concessions that I'm not willing to make. And so I'm just am okay with this chilling right here. But for this, what's really encouraging to me is like Mason's saying, that's a ton of love going to your pro seller account. It absolutely is. This is 204 orders to you guys, to people who watch my channel, where in that other scenario, in this scenario, back in October 2024, these are all to like random people. And so the fact that I get to make some money, build the YouTube channel, build the community, and do this all together, it's like, if 25,000, 30,000 is where the business caps in terms of sales, so be it. Like, that's fine. I do this for as long as I can. So I guess that's a way of like, that's the way that I'm like, okay, this is good. This is good. Mark, this is good. We can BBs, It's good news. What's considered a good first year of sales? That's like so tough to answer, dude. Too many variables to give you a good answer. How much capital did you have to start with? How much time were you able to put at it? I think a good first year of sales is when you look back over the year and you feel good about what you were able to do. And I hate squishy answers like that. I hate squishy answers like that. I do. I understand how that sounds like I'm being a weenie, but there's just too many variables to like give you an answer. Because someone could look at my first year and be like, that was horrible. And then other people could look at my first year and be like, that's amazing. It's just all relative. I have $1,500 in sales since I started last July, but also paused my store for like 5 months. Yeah, dude, life happens, things happen. Yeah. Just compare yourself to you. Don't compare yourself to me. Certainly don't compare yourself to, Mason or any of the other people who have like massive operations, because at one point everyone's operation was fletchling, was starting. Loaded question. I saw people saying you had a great first year. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of sales and it's a lot of work. But dude, if you Sleepy Dreepy, you could crank. I keep saying crank. You could really get after it in your first year and put a bunch of work into it and sell a bunch of cards, and you might do $80,000 in sales or $20,000 in sales, or I don't know, $10,000 in sales, depending on what you had. Yeah, if you make money, any year where you make good money and profit is great. Yeah. Profiting and having more money than you started with is good. And I would say, let me get a little deeper than that. If you found a sense of meaning and fulfillment from what you were doing, that means you had a good year. Because exclusively ranking your year or the quality of something on the amount of money that you generated is a slippery slope that I would urge you to avoid. That's what I would say. You don't want my operation. I pay 60 grand in salaries every month. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Paying people's mortgages and stuff. It's crazy, man. I got 6K bulk for my brother for free and made another 500 from the $60. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Brooks, that's really cool, man. Yeah. So I've preached this a million times to you, but I just, we get like 70 years here, maybe. Some of us are lucky and get 80 years. Some of us have less than 70 years, and fill your life with things that bring you fulfillment and bring you joy. No, I know. Yeah, you don't have to apologize. I know what you're saying. I'm just trying to give you encouragement. Personally, with a newborn, I think you did good. Yeah, dude, having a newborn, bro, you brought a new kid into the world. Being a dad's hard work. And also on top of that, I tell people this at work all the time. Because I have pastors who like have different giftings and they compare themselves to other people. And like, dude, you are Sleepy. You are wired in a unique way, right? Created, if you will. Fight me. And you have a unique skill set that no one else has, and that might be different than some others. And so comparing yourself, yeah, it's tough, man. Different circumstances, all the things. Yeah. Yep. So we went on that long activity of looking at my first year because we looked at March of this year, which is wrapping up now. So that's fun little exercise. I haven't done that. This is my first time doing that ever, going back over year one, which is a good video idea. And I got to put that down on the video idea notepad on my phone. I have a notepad, all notes. Yep. Video ideas. What video ideas did we come up from this live stream? We did. There were two, but now I'm only remembering one. So yeah, I'm a little late to this. First year recap. March 2026 recap. Oh, biggest regret from doing business, which was not making content sooner. See, there we go. 3 videos right there. Pokepad. What about Pokepad? You ran into a gold mine, bro? Make a video on Pokepad? What do you want me to say, man? You wanna search your deck for a non-rule box Pokemon? It's a good card. It's too good. Video on conditioning cards. I have one, Pokemon. You should go check it out. It is it's a bit was a joke because you said pad. Ah, yes, it is my Pokepad indeed. Video on you asked. Okay, ZVK. I have a video on conditioning cards. You should go check it out. That said, a lot of collectors are not a big fan of TCG Player's conditioning guidelines. A lot of Pokemon collectors are think that TCG Player's conditioning guidelines are a little too loosey-goosey, a little too lax. So just bear that in mind. Because TCG Player has the same conditioning guidelines for all of their games, and in my experience, Pokemon collectors in general are more fussy when it comes to conditions than someone who maybe plays Magic or collects Magic cards. Are there Magic collectors? I think there are Magic collectors. Obviously, people play the game. I think people collect Magic, right? Because they make collector's boxes and stuff. Maybe loose for Pokemon, very strict for Magic. I agree. Yeah. I think TCG Player is built with Magic more in mind. Yeah, well, it is called... The platform is indeed called TCG Player. You know, it's not called TCG Collector. True. Loose for Pokemon strict. Yeah, okay, yeah. I realized what I did there. No, you good, bro. You good. It's late. Nah, I get that, man. You got little ones, bro. You got little ones, dog. I got little ones too. I hope they're still sleeping. No, I got the monitor right here. I'll show you. You guys won't be able to see anything. People freak out about showing like personal stuff. I've had my babies in videos before. It's beautiful. You see no movement. I hear no movement. It's a beautiful sight. That's what we like to see, boys. That's what we like to see. Pokemon collectors want to use grading guidelines, which is crazy because pack fresh cards come out as PSA 7. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure technically a PSA 7 is still a near mint card. I'm pretty sure. An 8 is definitely a near mint card, and I think like a 7 could be a near mint card. I've certainly seen 7s that you could crack and sell as near mint, 100%. But again, like whitening, yeah, people, this happens all the time. People buy cards and want to grade them, and just cracked a 7. It qualified as near mint, but I listed as lightly played. That's cool, man. Yeah, I do feel like sellers are, 7 near mint, 8 near mint, 9 mint, 10 gem mint. Yeah, dude, exactly. Dude, I tried to use some of that language with a customer one time, and they were like, they gave me a mouthful, and I was like, all right, buddy, I'm gonna send you an envelope. You can send it back to me. But yeah, customer service is just part of it, you know. I've got bad OCD. Yeah. Well, I did not expect to be streaming for this long, but it's really good conversation. I love these impromptu evenings where I just get to kind of yap and answer questions. I love helping you guys out. I love this. This doesn't feel like work at all. Any last questions? Any last minute questions? If you guys ever have questions, obviously add me on Instagram. And oh, sorry, my bad, dude. When would you recommend getting a PO box? Tired of writing my own address. A couple of pieces of advice for you, Pokemon. First piece of advice would be don't write your address. Get a stamp. Get either get a printer that prints your stuff directly on envelopes, or get one of these guys. I've got a link in the description of my videos for my Amazon affiliate thing, where it just like bam puts your address on something. Get one of these. If you are truly writing out your address on an envelope, yes, just don't do that. It's gonna, yeah. I feel like I'm a PokePaster student. The word, yeah, yes. That makes me happy. The disciple is the, yeah. Anyways, Hold on. What was the other thing I was going to say about P.O. Box? When would you recommend getting a P.O. Box? Okay, so the first thing was about writing. The second thing was you don't technically need a P.O. Box, but it all comes down to your risk management. If you are someone that is a bit of a little risk taker, you're going to go into the casino and you're going to Batman always bets on black, and you're just going to chuck it on black and you're going to take a risk. Technically, you can just keep doing stuff out of your house. That's me. I am too risky. And I married someone who is the opposite of that. I married someone where safety and security is very, very important to her. And so she wanted me to get a P.O. box like before I started the business. So it just really comes down to those things. Refunded the difference between near mint, lightly played. Yeah, I've done that a bunch. That's a good call. What's your credit card PIN number? I got you, bro.
me give you my social as well while I'm at it. When you add inventory to TCG Player, are you doing the chaos system through TCG Automate? No, not right now, Real MD. I am looking at potentially. I'm testing out an automation tool right now that I'm excited to tell you guys about, but I'm still in the testing process, and so before I talk about it, I just want to work out some kinks. And I think I am going to try a chaos system at some point soon. Hit up Maya Cuisine for those tamales. Are you in the Twin Cities, bro? Mark? Who's Mark? Do I know you? Hit up Maya Cuisine. Where's Maya? Let me know where that is, bro. Have you ever thought about creating a buy list and having a landing page for it? No, that's a really good idea though. Thermo printer saved me, and I don't know why I waited for so long. That scares me, Sleepy, because I don't have a thermo printer, and the only reason why I don't have one at this point is because a million of you guys have told me I'm a moron for not having one. And with my personality, for anyone who knows anything about personalities, I'm a ENTJ on the Myers-Briggs, and on the Enneagram, I'm an 8. And so when someone tells me that I need something and I disagree with them, I just dig my heels in and say, oh yeah, well watch this. So I don't have a thermal printer. But you saying that makes me fearful that I could be wrong, which is theologically impossible because I'm always right. Which is not true. I'm at 1,600 in sales since January 29th, doing primarily bulk. The Staples Game Changer. Oh, that's sick, dude. Yeah, 1,600 in sales doing bulk is no joke. 1,600 in sales doing bulk is the same thing as like $12,000 in sales of doing collections. So how bad did Bree freak out when you gave me your address? She technically doesn't know about that, but yeah. Do you take any breaks or vacations? Not really. So we go out of town sometimes. I think one of the things that I've tried to do is I try to build my life in a way where I don't need a vacation. If every day looked like today, where I did church stuff and then did family stuff and then did card stuff and then I went to bed and I woke up and worked out and did the same thing over and over again, I would die a very happy man. But some of that's like a wiring thing. Like some people can just go and go and go. And I've been blessed or cursed with that ability, whatever you take it. So I think I do, it's one of my weaknesses. I don't take breaks enough. And that's not like a humble brag thing. That's like a legitimate thing because the risk of that is burning out, which absolutely could happen at some point if I'm not careful. I'm Peter and David is Judas for sure. I don't know. Yeah, for sure, Pokemon. I used to live there actually. I used to do ministry out there. I'm in Texas now. Wait, did I miss? Where was it though? Where's the restaurant at? Yeah, but you print your address straight on the envelope? No, I don't print my address on the envelope. You can print your return address on the envelope. I do my P.O. box address on the envelope. And a P.O. box is like, I think it's like $60 every 6 months or something like that. It's not expensive. Yeah, David being Judas is kind of crazy. One on show with $20 with 20 orders and an order that printed so fast. Yeah, if I did more printing like labels, because I do so many plain white envelope orders like these bad boys, I don't feel like I need one. But ever since I started the rip and ship, maybe I would benefit from one. Well, you're the least favorite disciple, that's why? Dang, dude, you're throwing shots. You're the underdog. Yeah, that's right. Judas is just the underdog. I'm similar, not taking breaks. Luckily, my wife pushes me to rest more. Yeah, that's good. Having a better half or a wife that is able to point out your blind spots is a godsend. Also incredibly annoying, but it's good. It's good. Realized my first calendar month selling TCG Player. Check my reports. Gross 2.6K. Dude, that's huge. Way to go. Papa, what's up, man? Happy early Easter. Blessings. Lock down a little $350 collection while we've been chatting, boys. AW. So I meant you print the address you're sending it to? No, I don't print the address I'm sending it to. I use these windowed envelopes right here. This is just my P.O. box address or whatever. Windowed envelopes right here. And then when you print off the TCG Player, packing slip, you stuff it right here. You do that. Right windowed? What do you mean right window? Oh yeah. TBH, I'm probably little James because I'm crippled with anxiety. Anxiety is feels bad. I get it. I forgot about windowed. Oh, gotcha. Maya Cuisine is in Northeast Minneapolis. Promise it slaps. Okay, I'm writing it down right now. Well, let's just take a peek. Maya Cuisine, Minneapolis. Oh yeah, boys. Our menu, David. Does this place look okay, buddy? This looks fantastic, dude. Line menu, bar menu, line menu. Dude, look at this. Yeah, okay, I'm sold. This looks better than any of the other Mexican places I've been to. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm sold. Hey, TJ, what printer do you use? What's on the bar menu, though? Yeah, true. What kind of margaritas we working with, dude? What are we working with? True. I'm full Mexican, but I guess the printer ran out of ink. That's when my parents hit send. Very good. That looks fire. It does look really good. I got a return the other day. I'm just catching up a chat. 1 second. I got a return the other day in an envelope because it was too thick, even though it was under the recommended thickness. How many cards to put in an envelope? You might have just got someone on a bad day, dude. Sometimes the people at the post office are like PSA graders, where it's just if you get someone on a day when they're having a bad day, it feels bad. If you have done everything on your end, there's still a chance that might happen, but it is pretty rare in my experience. But every post office is different. I think I've done like 42 cards in an envelope, but sometimes 42 people would say they've done more, and some people would say they haven't been able to do that much. Hey, TJ, what printer do you use? If you look at any of my videos, not the live stream, but the videos, Papa, I've got an Amazon affiliate link to my printer, which is like the Canon Mega Tank 69,000 something. I don't know. I'm a Diet Dr. Beer guy. Diet Dr. Beer guy. Diet Dr. Beer guy. You mean Diet Dr. Pepper? Diet Dr. Beer is an interesting... I'd give it a try. If you're a wings guy, have to check out this place called D Spot. It'll blow your mind. D Spot. D Spot. Okay, let's just take a little peek. D Spot, Minneapolis. I'm not seeing anything. D Spot. Huh. By the way, when you guys order stuff from my Amazon affiliate links, that does help me out. Like I haven't had it up for a month yet, but it is like a little chunk, like an extra $100 or something like that. So if you guys are gonna order supplies anyways, and you order from those links, it does help me out a ton. In case you guys were wondering if it actually does, it's pretty sick. It's like a date night with a babysitter. It's pretty sick. Hey, they've been selling for a month or two at TCG Player, 2 orders away from level 4. I have my first 19. Yeah, LP, definitely ask them to give you a few days. Sometimes I've had hundreds of orders, not hundreds, probably 50 orders. It's in Oakdale. Okay, Oakdale. I've been to a place, Oakdale, Sergeant Pepper's is pretty good. Okay, I'll check it out. D Spot in Oakdale. I've had probably 50 orders where the person says, hey, it hasn't arrived yet. And I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. Would you be willing to give it a few extra days? And they say yes. 99% of people say yes to giving it a few extra days. And anytime you respond to somebody who reaches out on the first day, they're flabbergasted. I think that they're used to people not responding that quickly. Anyways, yeah. I think the affiliate link carries over to anything you buy as long as the link got you. Yeah, so technically, if you guys are buying anything on Amazon, you can use any of those links and it supports me, but that's like kind of finicky to do, so I definitely don't expect that. But yeah, I mean, if you got a big purchase to make on Amazon, you want to help your boy out, that's the way you can do that. Thank you for the help, for sure, man, for sure. Thanks for being here, dude. Happy Easter. Got a message from a buyer saying the owner received half their order when I shipped all the cards in a plain white envelope, just showed up with a team bag and half their cards in no envelope. What's your thought? It's a little sussy, but sometimes envelopes do get damaged, and it's not impossible for a order to for an envelope to break open and one of the team bags to go missing. Speaking of links, did you get anything from the Pikachu? I don't think so. Well, let's check. Can I check this without, what is it called? I can't even remember what it's called right now. Last time I checked, it was like $1 or something. So I'll take $1 off your next order. David's talking about my TCG Player affiliate links, where if anyone wants to shop at TCG Player, they could use that link and it helps. But last time I checked, it wasn't really, there was not really anything. For sure, LP. Mikey says also D-Spot in Oakdale. I'll have to check it out. The only place in Oakdale I know, like I said, Sergeant Pepper's, and they have an incredible beer cheese soup, like an unbelievable beer cheese soup. They're also one of the bar and grills that have the popcorn when you go in and sit down. And any restaurant that has it where you just got the popcorn machine when you go sit down for free is that's a win. That is an absolute win. When sealing your envelopes, do you just trust the sticker on the back? I do. Lone Dinosaur, I did have one brand one time. I can't remember which brand it was, that the sticker on the back sucked. It was bad. And so sometimes if I had a thick order in those envelopes, I would do a layer of packing tape. You got $1 for my $100 order? I think so, dude. I don't know. I'll have to log in, David. Maybe it's a scam. Fernando, what's up, bro? Happy Tuesday night. Do I have any notifications on my phone? I have a message from someone. Okay. What kind of late night snack should I have before I go to bed? Don't forget to tape the window. What's your most expensive bulk order? The cheat code question to that is $1,100 Latios Gold Star, because technically that's a card that I found in bulk, but that's a really lame answer to your question. I think it was like a $22 order of 151 reverse hollows. Yeah, don't forget to tape the window. Yeah, if it's a really thick envelope, yeah, that's a good call, David. If it's a really thick envelope with a bunch of cards in it, put a layer of tape over the window, and that will help it from ripping open as well. That has been my experience. Popcorn whales. Popcorn whales. Yeah, dude. Give me. I'm all in on the popcorn. Popcorn's one of my favorite snacks. Have some Utes pub mix, dude. The Utes pub mix, guys. That's really what, like, the internet's cool and stuff, but in the future where portals exist, instead of doing rip and ship on Sunday evenings, we could just all go through a portal and sit in a basement somewhere, like someone who's got a really sick basement, and we could eat Utes pub mix and we could rip open packs together. Yeah, that's the future we need, boys. That's the future we need. Get some Diet Dew, maybe some cold ones, some Utes pub mix. Yeah. Just ate some Thin Mints, nice snack before bed. That does sound like a nice snack. I really think that I should eat a 90-calorie fudge bar and then go to bed, but what I want to do is pour the largest bowl of Cocoa Pebbles that's ever been assembled and eat it in like 3 minutes. Yes, that is Limitless TCG. Limitless TCG. I don't know if it's like limitless.tcg or if it's limitless TCG. I don't know. Just Google that, and that's the one. Thin Mints are, yeah, they're the best Girl Scout cookie. I like all of them, but Thin Mints are the best. The coconut ones are good. The peanut butter ones are good. The shortbreads are good. I like all of them, but Thin Mints are the best. Now here's a hot take that I have. Here's a hot take that I have. I think mint Oreos are better than Thin Mints. I do. I think that mint Oreos are better than Thin Mints. Yeah. Favorite color? Purple. Purple, like a not like a bright purple, but like a voidy purple, like Malzahar. If you're a League of Legends person. I don't like Malzahar very much as a champion, but that color purple. Belveth, Void stuff from League of Legends is my favorite color. Had an order from January 1st show up today with a hole in the envelope, poorly packed, but it was all there. Okay, that's cool. a hole in the envelope. I wonder how that happened. It's cool that it was all there. Was it in good condition? You sleeve everything you list on TCG Player? No. Sometimes I won't sleeve cheaper cards, and sometimes I will not sleeve like cards that are not hollow. Favorite fast food? Culver's. Culver's is the best fast food place. Now, you could make an argument, and I would even entertain it. You could say that Culver's takes too long, and so it's not really fast food because they do be taking a long time. But in terms of consistency and quality, I think Culver's is the best fast food place. It also does not hurt that there is a Culver's within walking distance from my church. What's Culver's? Culver's is Culver's. Culver's is a Wisconsin. Culver's is a Wisconsin-based company. You get butter burgers, frozen custard, cheese curds, sandwiches, drinks. The frozen custard's great. You guys can't see it. Frozen custard, fries. The fries are whatever, but if you get them well done, they're a 9 out of 10. If you get them regular, they're like a 6. Whataburger? I've never had Whataburger before, but I know that's like something that you Texans, you guys swear by. Cheese curds, dude. The Culver's cheese curds are not bad. They're not my favorite. Like, I don't like I'm not a big fan of like the crunchy panko cheese curds. They're not panko. Like the crunchy breadcrumb cheese curds, I'm more of like a beer battered cheese curd guy. Hot take, Whataburger is trash. I've heard a lot of people say that. I'm going to Arizona in a few weeks, and I'm excited to have In-N-Out. I'm an In-N-Out enjoyer, mostly for the peppers. What do they call those peppers? Hot peppers or sweet peppers or whatever. I like the peppers on the In-N-Out burgers. Anyways, Culver's is my favorite fast food place. I guess I'm moving near Culver's. Yeah, it's good, dude. It's good. My wife calls them Chili's. Oh yeah, the Chili's. Yeah. The Chili's. Yeah. Culver's is high class fast food. We don't have them in PA. My wife is from Michigan, so yeah. It is. It's not really like saying Culver's is your favorite fast food place is kind of like, oh, okay, buddy. Oh, okay. I acknowledge that. It's if you want me to give you like a real favorite fast food place, like, okay, what's your actual favorite fast food place? And we're gonna eliminate that like higher upper tier of fast food, like, so no Chick-fil-A, no Culver's, and we're just saying actual like fast food, like the real gritty stuff. Would it be McDonald's? I don't think it's McDonald's. It's probably Taco Bell. Like, if we're only saying like Arby's, Taco Bell, what are like the real greasy fast food places? Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, Arby's, Sonic, Hardee's. Like, we're gonna eliminate Chick-fil-A. We're gonna eliminate Culver's. We're gonna eliminate Wendy's. Yeah. Okay. Out of all of the like grimy fast food places, probably Taco Bell. Do y'all have Rallies? We don't, dude. Rallies and Checkers are the same thing, right? There might be a Checkers somewhere in the Twin Cities, but I've never been there. I do like McDonald's though. You guys know I've talked about this in videos before. I'm a sucker for the filet of fish. I don't care. It's a good sandwich. And McDonald's Diet Coke is very good. It's probably McDonald's or Taco Bell. Culver's is the In-N-Out of the Midwest for sure. Mushroom Swiss burger with Yeah. You're right. You're right, Mikey. That's what I need. Maybe we'll do Culver's tomorrow. Problem is, it is expensive. Whoever said Culver's is like fit. Yeah, taking the family to Culver's. If I take my family to Culver's, 3 kids, wife and me, it's like $40. Minimum $40. They have a great diet root beer though. Culver's diet root beer is fantastic. What about sandwiches? Where do we rank those? McDonald's Sprunch. Ooh, the Sprunch, bro. Dude, I haven't had Sprunch in a while.
Where do we rank sandwiches? I think Jersey Mike's is the potbelly with the hot peppers. The Giardiniera style hot peppers at Potbelly are fantastic. If I want a hot sandwich, it would be Potbelly. If I want a cold sandwich, it would be Jersey Mike's. If we're talking about sandwiches. Potbelly is like a Chicago sandwich place. I don't know. But the hot peppers are very good. You have good sandwich taste, sir? Thank you. Going to bed, I have to wake up in 4.5 hours. I should go to bed too, but here I am yapping about food. I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight, by the way. I'm glad that you think I have good sandwich taste. Jersey Mike's with a cold sandwich, you get that thing drenched in the vinegar, and you get that cherry pepper relish on there. Portillo's, ooh, dude, I mess with Portillo's. I love the Chicago style Polish with the sport peppers and the tomato on there. That's nice. The Italian beef, I think it's good. I think it eludes me a little bit. It eludes me. The Italian beef, I respect it. I think it's good, but like, it's okay. Anyways, guys, now that I am salivating, talking about food, I'm going to go make a snack and go to bed. Come back for the live stream on Sunday night. There's a big thing happening this week. It's called Easter. People all across the globe, billions of people are going to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus because that tomb is still empty today, which is pretty sick. And then Easter on the evening, we're going to celebrate and rip open some packs and have a good time. So come back for that video coming out tomorrow, Wisdom Wednesday. Check it out. I hope you have dreams about burgers. Me too, man. No McGangbang, the McBang. I mess with it. I've had a few of them. I've dabbled. Anyways, God bless you guys. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. Peace, y'all. Happy Easter.